So I'm going to try this again. Sorry, guys. Connection was bad. I am inside of a conference room right now, so I apologize. So back to what I was saying. Photo booth industry. A lot of people see what I do, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, are my friends, and I've been getting a lot of phone calls and inboxes recently on how do I start a photo booth business. Wow, I love what you do. Can you teach me? Things like that. And so what I would say is what I did was I first asked myself, why do I want to start a photo booth business? And I think you should do the same. A lot of people see what I do and say, oh, that's easy. I could probably do that. Or, oh, that looks like so much fun. She gets to go out every single weekend and do these amazing events. Wow, it seems like so much fun. But you really have to assess how much time, what types of events, what kind of experience do you have to bring to the industry? When I started my photo booth business 6 years ago, there was nowhere near the amount of photo booth companies as there are now. And so when you decide to enter into this industry right now, there are a lot of plus, but there are also a lot of minuses. When I came in, I was not bombarded because the need for a photo booth is far greater now than it was 6 years ago, but there's so many more photo booth companies. So it's kind of weighing itself out. But when I first started, I mean, people really didn't have a choice. If they wanted a photo booth, they had to use me because there was no other place to go to. Right. So now they can call around to several different photo booth companies, pricing them, um, finding out what types of features they have so that it is a perfect match for their event. So, anywho, these are all different questions that have to be answered before you decide that you want to start a photo booth business. But the main thing is why? Is it extra money? You already are very satisfied in your 9 to 5 and you're looking for a part time business to kind of supplement maybe your travel. Maybe you want to supplement vacations and your kids are about to go off to college. And so you need that supplemental income. Is it a way to leave your 9 to 5? You're very unhappy with your 9 to 5 and you're ready to branch off and start your own business. Or you've had other businesses that have not been successful and you say, hey, Sharon's been doing this for a long time. She's very successful at it. It must be a successful industry. It is. Or you're looking for something to do with your family. This is a lot of people in the photo booth industry are family oriented, and so they do this with their spouse or they do this with their sons or daughters. So you're looking for something to kind of bridge the gap between your family and make you guys stronger. So many reasons why you should start a photo booth business. For me, I knew I wanted a business that people would line up for and they would walk away with a smile. And I got that with the photo booth industry. It was a very significant investment for me. Back then, there were very few manufacturers of photo booths. Now there's hundreds of manufacturers of photo booths. So the initial investment into photo booths is very wide now, whereas when I started, it was not. So there's all different types of photo booths. There's all different types of manufacturers and softwares and ways of doing things that just did not exist 6 years ago. So I think it's a very good time to enter the business, but it's a very different time to enter the business if you don't know your why. If it looks like easy money, I don't agree. To me, it's not easy. It's a very it's a very demanding industry because you are dealing with the public, you're dealing with people, you're dealing with people's days of their lives. So you think about the types of events that I do, especially on the social side. I'm at people's weddings, I'm at people's birthday parties, I'm at people's baby showers and anniversaries. So you will remember me years and years later as you reflect on one of the most amazing days of your lives. So I take that very serious when I am presenting my business and presenting the features that my business has to offer your event. And I take it very serious the day of your event, where I don't want to mess up and I want to do my very, very best, because this is something that will stay with you forever. So I look at it that way. So again, I am full-time photo booth. I own approximately about 6 photo booths at this time. I do hire part-time staff, which I'm currently looking for part-timers. We are on the break, on the edge of our busy season. Hopefully, we have a new factor this year that has popped up in the last week or so, which is the coronavirus. And so that may or may not affect how we operate in the next couple of weeks into the next couple of months. And if I will have business and if I will be able to hire people to work. And that's another reason why not started my business. I knew once I was in my business that I wanted to help people, especially the unemployable people, or people that are really not down and out, but people that I just want to help people. And so by having this business, I'm able to supplement people's incomes. I'm able to be a bridge in between jobs for some of my employees. I work with a lot of college students, and so this is a great part-time job for college students because we are flexible. And so I try to act as a mentor for a lot of my employees. Um, by part-time workers. And so it's really fun. And so I would say those are all things to consider. As far as the investment into the photo booth business, honestly, I would start no less than $20,000 to get everything you want, to be top of the line, to be able to compete with the other photo booths that are out here. Could you go lower? Yes, you can. But then you are limiting yourself to the services that people want. Ultimately, generally right now, when I get a phone call, someone wants a photo booth for about 3 hours. They want prints. They want custom prints. They want a lot of props. They want a lot of fun. They are looking for something on the weekend. And so generally, those are the lots of them. So I split my events between social and corporate. So what is a corporate event? A corporate event is when I am dealing with a business. So it's a business to business. And so people spend their money a lot differently when it's not their money. And so the process is a lot different. It's usually a lot quicker. As far as the sales process, when they call me, when we are working out the details, and when the event happens. Whereas a wedding, I might get a bride a year out, 6 months out, and I'm working with her a lot up until the day of their wedding. I would say that I do probably 60% corporate and 40% social business. For corporate, those can be anywhere from a grand opening to a conference to a business's employee appreciation, the launch of a new business. I think I said that. Some kind of a branded event where they're pushing a new product to their audience. So those are the types of corporate events that I do. They can be fun. I think that corporations or businesses hire photo booths to add that fun element to their process of what they're doing with their brand. So I enjoy being able to sell that part of my business to them. What do you need? You need a photo booth. And there's so many different types of photo booths. You need all the things that go along with the photo booth setup, like backdrops and props and software and cameras and plugs and power, and it's all these things. And where are you going to put that? So you have to decide if you're going to get a booth that will be able to be portable, that you can put inside of a car or a small SUV, or are you going to buy a huge booth? Some of these mirror booths, they don't break down portably, and so you need a truck, and you're going to have a strong back to carry this booth. And so you have to decide what type of equipment that you want and what type of vehicle that you want to move this booth around in. Besides the photo booth, you're going to need to build a business. What I have seen in the last few years is that, you have to have insurance. You have to register your business with the state, make this a real business. Like I said, you are part of people's very special day. And if something goes wrong, they want to know that have insurance in case something goes wrong. And so all those things cost money, and they want to, you have to be able to show proof to get that. So, to do the event. So a lot of the venues, if it's not the client, it's the venue. They do not want unlicensed or uncertified people on their property. And so in order for them to even book you at the venue is going to ask that you turn these things over. You want to have a strong team. If you're not tech savvy, that you enlist some kind of graphic design person or someone who is a photographer that can help you with lighting and how to take pictures, or teach yourself. There's community colleges that you can take some photography classes. Those are always good. And the software that you need to pick to use on your photo booth, those are things that you're going to have to learn. So you have to be teachable, and you have to learn your software, because things happen. Every event is different, and so you have to know how to troubleshoot through your software. And what else? So you have software, you have team. You need a way to keep track of your business. And so you might want to invest in a customer relation management software where you can keep track of all of your clients and the amount of money that you take in and the amount of money that you spend in your calendars, and so you don't overbook yourself. So that is another investment that goes into the business but makes it work very well. You want to brand your business, so you have to pay for a logo and a website, and you have to promote your website so that your phone rings. So that takes money. If you're going to promote on social media, if you're going to promote on Google, creating Google ads, if you want to do trade shows like wedding shows to promote your business, that all costs money. And then putting yourself out there, you need business cards, go to networking events. You may have to do some free events where you're showing people, hey, this is what I have and this is what it does. So it's a lot that goes into my day to day. Like, I'm always on, I'm always busy, I'm always working. There's no real downtime. And then you have to actually do the events, which, people may hire me for 3 hours at their event, but it takes so much more time. I have to, you think about the sales process, that's all added into that event. The prep work, designing their overlays, scheduling, prepping the machines, loading the machines, getting to the event, setting up the events, doing the event, breaking down the event, going home, sending the thank you, editing pictures if you have to, sending the pictures to the client. Again, thanking them and following up so that you keep the relationship so that they hire you again. So there's a lot more than just I need the photo booth for 3 hours. It's never 3 hours. And so you need to be able to price yourself so that you are not losing money. Trying to think what else goes into this business. Photo booth industry one-on-one. You need to also know your competitors. You need to know what other photo booths are in your area so that you know what you're up against as far as what features they are selling. So you do need to call and network and let them know you're there, or go through the internet and look to see what other photo booths are around and what they're providing. You need to invest in your professional development. There are trade shows. There are several trade shows around the country that you can go to where you can learn about the photo booth industry, and you need to attend them annually. Also, you can go to join business organizations, chambers of commerce, just to put your name out there so that people know what you do. And so, again, I just wanted to jump on here, kind of give you a quick, brief overlook of the photo booth industry, what it takes, what it is, what I do, and answer the questions that people have been asking me. But if you want to really learn from me, I do one-on-one coaching. That is one of the services and that I do offer for a fee. If you want to give me a call and I can help you start your photo booth business, my number is 301-466-1108. You can email me at Sharon, SHARONE, at focusandfabulous.com. I will be hanging, and you're not booking events, and you want to know how to turn this part-time one event every couple of months into what I do. I probably do anywhere from 3 to 8 events a week. And you want to go full time, or you just want more income with your photo booth business. So I can help you if you're already in the industry, but you want that extra help. So again, 301-466-1108. Give me a call if you want to schedule one-on-one training with me, one-on-one coaching with me. Thanks again. Happy boothing. Love you guys.